start here at the bottom. And we need to get all the way up there. I want to go third person, mostly because if we do crash, it becomes spectacular. Okay, you wanna fall down the hill, do you? Go on then. Bye. This could become rather interesting, and it won't be the fastest completion of this. I think it might be a bit too wide for a couple of sections. Not too sure. But this does get very tricky. Use them rock sliders. Oh, a little bit of a boff. There we go. We're on top of the dam now. This isn't even a halfway point. Come on, hang a right, more right, and now back left. Okay, this is where things might get a little tricky. I think it's going to narrow up quite a lot now. Come on, Pebbles. Come on, girl. There we go, there we go, there we go. Get through there. Bash your way through. Come on, get. Okay, we're just ever so slightly. No, that's taking me back to where I didn't want to be. There we go. Engine start to boil for a second, but that's not awful because we are now back to where we wanted to be on our four wheels. I didn't want to be hung up there for that long, if I'm honest. Use the jerk, use the torque. Just gently does it, gently does it, gently does it. There we go. First crash.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
First crash. Maybe a bit more speed. Not like that. No, don't slide immediately.
They ask you how you are, you...
No. No, what are you doing? Okay, you wanna fall down the hill, do you? Go on then. Bye. There we go. Into third, in low range. No, here we go. Here we go again. I might try that in high. See where we get with high. Russell. There we go. High range was the key to that. Come on, you little bitch. Go on. You are going up there, you little cunt. Hey! You just gotta abuse it. You gotta call it a bitch and a cunt and a fucker. She'll get there. We might come up to another tight section here. Looks like it. I'm trying to modulate that throttle so we don't start slipping and breaking traction. Ideally, we could do with a locker on front, but a locker is not how this truck was built originally by myself. And we'll just do a little sneaky corner cut here, which could be the death of us. Didn't end too badly. For a little left, right, followed by left, up and over, round, back, around. So already I'm having ideas on how we can become better and easier with the car that we build later on. Because what I'm already deciding is we need a short wheelbase and a narrow wheelbase. Because then with that we can get over obstacles a little bit easier. If we have something narrower than this, then those tight sections will be easier. If we have something shorter, then it'll be a bit more nimble, and can turn on some of these hairpins a lot sooner and quicker. It's something else that I'm thinking of. Oh, didn't want to jump there, but we survived. Good girl, Pebs. Good girl. Here we've only had the 5 crashes already. No biggie. We want something with a lot of low-end torque. Make a rock crawler. Yeah, we could try and make a rock crawler. Again, we need it to be narrow and short. We need to check the dimensions. Something with moderate horsepower, but also we need lockers because we want the off-road tyres on. I want something with a lot of low-end torque. Something the size of a little Jeep or a Beetle dune buggy is. Yeah, that's something that I'm thinking of. And first. No dramas. Just took it like a champ. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that was a bit of a hairy moment. I didn't know if we were going to make it around there, and I see there's another switchback coming up here, which might be another 3-point turn. Oh, not quite, just a little rollback required. Here's another tight section. Because if we're spinning the wheels, surprise how much we've actually managed to do in high range. Where we go? Where we go? Where we go? Can't see. Save it. Oh! Close. We nearly fell then. Oh, like little tap of the arse there. No spinning. Please? We're good. I thought we would have struggled a bit more, really, than what we have done. We're nearing the top, funnily enough. It's almost like we've been climbing for a while. Oh, that took some concentration. Don't know why that bit took my concentration, if I'm honest. Nice slide. That's one thing this truck does do so well, is actually drift and slide. We haven't damaged this truck too much, apart from the times when we fell. We haven't, like, ripped off a bumper or dented the rear too much. Come on, climb. Oh! Rock yourself. Not that way, I don't want you to rock that way. There we go. Brute force. Oh! This bit looks like it could be a cunt. No! Didn't want to bounce off that rock there. Talk to me, baby. There we go. Oh, we're getting close now. We're getting excited. We're getting near the end. I thought there was going to be a lot more drama. Really? Considering I don't know this track too well, and this truck is definitely too big for this. See the ramp? You see the ramp? That's where we're heading to. Should just be over the top of this crest and cross the line. 32 minutes, 44 seconds. We're just inspecting the damage at the moment. We've got a slightly curled up lip, and we've got a slight little dink there. Slight little dink on this rock slider there, but other than that, the car is pristine. So let's change that, shall we? Time to die!
We've got the body here, we're starting off with the steel panel material, ladder chassis which is in galvanized steel, front longitudinal engine, solid axle coil and solid axle leaf for the rear. An inline 4 engine made out of cast iron at 4.5 litres. Dual overhead cam, billet steel and heavy duty forged for the pistons. Not too powerful, but we want the torque. We're not going too realistic with the internals, we just want high quality stuff so we can make the best engine that we can. And here I was toying with the idea of putting a turbo on it. I changed my mind. I felt as if I'd prefer naturally aspirated, with a carburetor, of course. Having a carburetor for that basic and reliable simplicity that you would require from a vehicle such as this. Messing around with the exhaust settings, short cast, no catalytic converter, a baffled, and no second muffler. We're going to be changing around with the compression ratio. This is a bit high compared to what I actually had it. Exhaust diameter, we change around, we're trying to get the optimum horsepower, so to speak. Focusing mostly on torque for this build, because we will need torque to be able to haul ourselves up the hill. It's not really a hill, it's a mountain. Oh well, mess around with the fuel mixture and the ignition timing to try and get as much as we possibly can out of this engine. A lower cam profile helps with this and brings that torque curve down closer to the low end. Changing up the valve cover to be a nice shiny gold. The idea behind this engine was gold themed. Not sure why, I think it was mentioned in the Twitch chat, but we went for it. Oh, we managed to get up to 206 horsepower, changing the colour to Moye Blue. As a little nod to another YouTuber who I enjoy very much. Putting on a fuel cap and messing around with the roll cage colour and picking some wheels that looked like they were bead locked. Adding in an aerial, a big boy aerial for that long range tunes. I thought a side stack would be pretty funny on a vehicle like this, and a little tow mirror on the front here to go with the other mirrors on the front. Having these mirrors in a plastic colour just to make it look a little bit more cheap. Changing the fuel cap side, changing out the bumper colours to be also plastic, and adding some rock sliders. And also an emergency fuel can. Putting on these bumpers for protection and hinges to give it a more rugged look on the doors. Adding in a rooftop basket so you can carry all the things that you need that won't fit everywhere else. More hinges and a tow bar because we know we want to tow. A light bar for that extra blinding force when someone pisses you off and you can just go bleep bleep and burn their retinas out. Added some small fog lights and some turn signals. Makes the car look a little bit more realistic. Third brake light, not sure why I did that. I think the car would have been too old to have a third brake light, but I went for it. Really like these lights, made the tailgate look very old and retro. Adding on some wipers and some headlights and a grille will certainly bring this car to life. Went for old school lights for this. It felt as if it was something that would be in the 80s. I think the year was 1986 that I set myself to. And a grille and another push bar for that extra protection. Adding in a badge, which looked a little bit like a mountain range to me, so I thought it went with the theme. Off-road suspension and big boy tyres. I was surprised at how big the tyres could go. And that was the build.
Let me get my highly accurate stopwatch going into first, and we're starting. So we're trying to beat the time up in the top left. That included a couple rolls. Oh, it's struggling already. I need low range. Did I need low range? Really? But this is the pigeon body. You can get it on the Automation Workshop. It was made by Philman, and we've already rolled. That's fine. We'll just go. Damn it. Last. Okay. Well, it looks like we're doing this section in reverse now. Flout? Never mind. Gonna restart. Go! It's got a lot of torque around the 2,000 to 3,000 RPM range, being that it's 4.5 litre or 4 litre inline 4. A lot of torque. I actually went off-roading with a bunch of my mates while I was on the sick as well. They all had big trucks and like little Suzukis and things, and I just took my MX-5. Damn it! Dan, vroom vroom! Yes, we're doing vroom vrooms, Dan. This thing is slightly top heavy. Use the crater like a half pipe. Oh no, I have something better planned when we get to the top, don't you worry. What's up, bitches? Meant to crash into that, you know. Come on, girl. You will get up the hill. I know it's very bouncy. Right. We appear to be a little bit stuck here. I feel bad for all the cars when I drive off the cliff. Yeah. Using that low range. Never mind, we're falling back down again. This is exactly the same point where we got stuck with pebbles there, so I'm not expecting too much from this. Okay, so let's put the front diff on first, and maybe have it in gear. Thank you, Alex, you twat. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. You're up, you're up, you're up, you're up. It does pick up some fairly decent speed. It's not got a lot of power, it's just got a lot of torque. It's got something like 300 newton meters of torque, around 2,500 RPM, and it's pretty flat from the start, to be fair. I love how this truck turned out. I think it's really pretty. And I kind of want to own one in real life. I would love to own a little shitbox pickup like this. Little ute. This is not the Pigeon, it is the Piegone, as I've named it. Piegone. I'm a comic genius. I'm a comic genius. Go Piegone. Fuck it, let's just like build my own car from scratch. Do it. Get enough pipes, steel, scrap parts from broken vehicles, and let's see what we can build, yeah? I wish I had the money. Ooh, that's close to the edge. Bouncy bounce. Go it. You get it. Whee! Back into high range, please. You need some weight in that. No, I don't. No, I don't. It's a lightweight mountain goat of a Pigeon. It's made of full steel, and it's got a ladder chassis. I tried to make it as heavy as I could. Ooh, bouncy. Whoop, come on. Yeah. Low range for the boys. Let it scream. Let it scream. This is fine. This is fine. There we go. We're moving. Yeah, this thing has some stupid power. Like 300 newton meters of torque, and I think possibly 150 or 160 horsepowers. At the moment, I'm doing a lot of BeamNG and a lot of automation. Used to, and hopefully going to come back doing I got the car ready for the rally in my summer car, and then I kind of got scared to drive again because I knew that I'd just be a bit overzealous, a bit lead-footed, and just kill myself in the rally and kill the Satsuma in the making. I sometimes stream Dirt Rally, but I got a bit bored of Dirt Rally at the moment because I know all the tracks a bit too well. I've been wanting to do some SnowRunner streams as well. I do love SnowRunner. I played it on the Xbox and then I got it to PC in the attempt to stream it, and I just never got around to it, which is somewhat annoying, but I'll get there. Just playing games that I enjoy and want to play at that moment. I didn't like BeamNG for a very long time. It felt unfinished, and then I left it probably about a year or two, and I was like, oh my god, I'm in love with it again. So this is probably why the resurgence. Yeah, I want to play some mods in SnowRunner. I want to get the Kraz 255B mod. This is something I haven't said on stream, but I love the old Russian Soviet truck, the Kraz 255B. I think it is a gorgeous truck. I want to own one. I will own one someday. I will get my truck license and I will own a Kraz. and then I'll go off-roading with the big boys and be the biggest of boys. 6-wheel drive, 14-litre V8. Mwah! Beautiful truck. If I was to own one, I'd make it into a hook lift, so I could have like a car transport platform for when I go to racing, so I can carry my car on it, or any other car that I want to. I have got a soft spot for those trucks. Or maybe it's a hard spot. But watching the videos the Russians doing, like just driving them, is incredible. Like they wade through swamps with like 22-ton of log, and it's just like, yeah, and what? It's not the fastest, but it gets there. It goes. And I'd like to see the look of people's faces who have Land Rovers and like proper off-roaders, and then I just turn up and go, hi, I've got a truck. Oh, come on. Up we go, up we go. Getting close to the top now. It's a mini truck pretending to be a big truck. I was going to make a... words! Come on! Stop having a stonk! I was going to make a Dodge 440, which is actually the price of the 440 6-pack. But due to like age limits that I have set upon myself, it's too new. I wanted something like 1960s-ish instead of 70s. I suppose that would have been late 60s, the Chrysler 440, because they were in like the Dodge motorhomes and stuff. I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit more research. But I want to go to America and go to a wreckers. Just because I'm fat and American doesn't mean I like Ford. I didn't know you were fat and you said that, not me. I own a Ford. It's a Ford European car, but still Ford. It is the first generation Fiesta. And her name is Luna, and she is a best girl. Little mountain goat, little mountain goat, going up. Yeah, I own two 80s/90s Japanese cars as well. I got a Mazda RX-7 FC Turbo and a Mazda Miata, which is actually a Mazda Unos because it was imported from Japan. I just have a thing for cars, if I'm honest. I'm just big old fetish of cars. This little pigeon, it doesn't give a fuck. What colour's your blazer, my dude? Is that standardish whitey cream that they had, or have you got a special colour? Yeah, it's the whitey cream. I don't know of any other. I've never seen any other colour than that, like whitey cream that they did. And 55 Ford F100. Oh, mwah, chef kiss, chef kiss. You, sir, have a wonderful collection of vehicles. If I ever come to the States, would you let me drive them? Oh! Not like this. I promise I drive better in person. Hello, Irish! How are you doing today? I got a little bit overexcited. Down we go. Irish? I'm blaming you. What's your insurance details? I want to make a claim against you. You have destroyed my little Piegone. We have beaten the time of Pebbles, which is what I'd say is a success. You, sir, are such a tease. I'm gonna start touching my nipples.